We knew when we built this house that it was going to require some type of entrance to support the architecture. So we ended up deciding on this very beautiful, very large front door. It's 6 feet wide, it's 10 feet tall, it's an exotic black grain wood, and it's a pivot function, which means it opens all the way on a pivot like this to get your max clear opening. A regular hinge door can't get this wide, and we wanted a really nice wide opening. So when you walk in, you see directly to the back of the home, through to the fountain, and through to the coast.
This is one of the rooms that we literally spend the most time in. Everything is planned out deliberately. So in order to achieve just this one wall, the amount of forethought, difficulty, and precision that we had to go through was very taxing.
And it's a typical designer builder issue. Designer wants fireplace, does not care or know about all of the other things that are involved. So when we got the specs and had to come up with this solution, we stayed as a team, designed the solution. Don't just put in registers everywhere and have it look ugly. We came up with a design-oriented solution for the mechanics, and then everybody was happy, everybody wins. Same thing with this, we got to hand pick this mantle. It's hundreds of years old from a barn somewhere, and it just brings in that rustic, beautiful, organic touch that we wanted to juxtapose to this plaster that's cooler and a little more sterile. So it's just a great design choice all the way.
And the kitchen is just the heart of the home. And so, I mean, we live and die in this room. This room's connected to our dining room, which is connected to the family room, which is connected to the fireplace. And so we live in this whole area.
In this kitchen, people see the fridges and they think that they're the same thing, but they're not. This is a fridge and this over here is a freezer. This is a great new development in the appliance world. We call this column refrigeration, where we're able to separate our freezers and our fridge. This gives us ultimate flexibility when we're designing a kitchen layout. Instead of having an entire wall that's heavy with appliances and fridges and freezers and ovens, we can now separate everything. And we've seen this as a great new trend that we're incorporating a lot into our kitchen layout design. It's latest and greatest, and it's awesome. The ovens are all technology driven. When I'm on my way home, I just take up my phone, touch the app, it wirelessly preheats the oven for you. So when I get home, I just shove the casserole in and we're good to go. When we work with a built-in range top like this, and then double ovens off to the side, and then a third steam oven option all the way on the other side, we're able to have multiple cooks in the same kitchen that aren't running into each other. This is a perfect area for skillet. We have a built-in griddle. And then again, ovens are out of the way, so we can have a whole group in here working together, cleaning, prepping, and everybody is able to participate. That's why you have a prep sink plus a regular sink, multiple cooks, big wide aisleways. These clearance paths are over 48 inches, which is ideal for 2 or more people. So when you have a big open kitchen like this, the idea is you want people to come, feel invited to participate while we cook and entertain, and it's a great layout to accommodate everybody.
Everything is very deliberate when it comes to storage, when it comes to rollout tray devices and things like that. Everything's been thought of on how we use, how we live, how we function, down to where the kids' cabinets are, down to the kids' station and where they eat. So not only was Beth able to achieve aesthetically pleasing items, but on a functional level, we've literally crossed all paths.
Because we ended up with the exact right thing for us and our family and how we live and entertain, and it's been great. In this house, we knew this was going to be our only dining space, so it was really important that it was large enough to host all the people that we had visions of hosting, but it also had to connect to the rest of the home. We can't have a separate, isolated, formal dining room. So this dining space connects perfectly to a kitchen with dining, a family room with seating, so we can all be together.
We entertain all the time, and this table means a lot to me personally. Actually, my daughter Chelsea sat here and helped hand sand all the pieces. Her and I put it together. All this lumber came from vintage timber work. It's from some barn, who knows how many hundreds of years old it was. And then it just connects everyone. I mean, when you get to look out and you have people sitting over here, and then you have this table packed, and you have kids 2 deep along this whole way, and then you got kids sitting over here, Everything's connected. It just unifies the whole entire space. It connects us to the outdoor. You see it when you come in, and it just was the grounding piece. The new thing on any home is a smart home concept. It was very important for us to have the Lutron system, so we're able to remotely control all of our lights. We're able to electronically control this shade device here with a button. We're also able to control it with voice command. Alexa, dining room shades, close. We have our cameras, we have our speakers, so full Sonos system, full security system. We wanted to be able to monitor all aspects of the house. I think one of Beth's greatest functions that she likes is the Lutron app, because you're able to turn off all the lights as you go to bed.
Because you leave every light on in the house all the time.
Exactly.
So when I open my app, I see 25 lights on in the house, and instead of saying, Marshall, you left all the lights on again, I can just click and all the lights go off, and it makes me very happy.
Here's what we call the control room that has the rack, which is basically the computer and the main hub for all the smart system that is in the home itself. And so here's where the CPUs, the computer, the security system, the Sonos, the Lutron system, everything comes back to this area. So the amount of forethought it takes to put together a system like that is just mind-blowing, and every little detail has to be covered, otherwise you're not able to achieve the end outcome.
We knew we wanted barn doors somewhere in the home, but we weren't sure exactly where. We ended up deciding we wanted them as a feature right in the foyer entrance. We did them double so they could just have a bigger presence. We did this really cool feather pattern. It's different than any other door I've seen. We also decided to paint it a fun shade of blue, but what's really special about these doors is what they hide. So if you open them, we have a full closet here full of toys and kids' crafts and colors and Play-Doh and so much, but we have a nice place the kids can get it anytime, but when I don't want to see it, I can close it really easily back to normal.
This shower has a lot of enhancements that we love. It's a steam shower. So we have actually two steam pumps. So there's two steam pumps that are in the garage attic. There's an electronic device here that allows us to control everything. So it allows you to control the steam temperature. It allows you to control the volume pressure. It allows you to control the music. It allows you to control the light.
We had never done anything like this before, and neither had the fabricators, so everyone was a little dicey on it, but he allowed me to really push this vision through and make sure everybody got on board the granite train, and we were able to do exactly what we wanted. And you really have to work hard though with your team to make sure that those details don't get lost or compromised, because there's an easier way to do something. Believe it or not, this is one of my favorite rooms in the house, because we got to be a little more personal in here and do some fun elements that probably wouldn't be appropriate to do in a whole house, but in an isolated space like this, like in a laundry room, you can really take your style to the next level. So on the floor, we have a really great cement painted tile that's really popular right now. But again, I didn't want to commit to it everywhere, but I definitely wanted to represent it somewhere. So this is a really fun pattern. It's soft grays and whites, so it doesn't clash with this awesome color blue in the cabinetry. We wanted the color palette to be neutral but punchy, and I think that's what this room really achieves. We have matte black on the sink and on the fixture, the white marble looking countertop. Really just the whole room just came together in a really special way, and it's just a fun place to be even when you're doing 5 loads of laundry a day because you have twins.
So kind of a tip to all you men and family out there: if you build a phenomenal laundry room, you got a happy wife, and this benefits you also greatly.
What also benefits me is he does a lot of laundry. This room was actually Marshall's biggest question mark. He was a little afraid of the design in here because it is a little edgy. So it's interesting and somewhat ironic that this is the room that got featured on House multiple different times by multiple different editorial boards as laundry rooms to watch up and coming. So it's kind of funny, it's our joke that the room he's the afraidest of ends up being what's featured the most. I forgot what an environment means to people to live in and how it affects them mentally and emotionally in every way. Now that I'm able to live in a space that's custom tailored for me and designed to the hilt with everything that I love and the layout and a place for my kids, now that I'm living in that every single day, I'm reminded at how paramount a space is to a person and to a family, and to be able to offer that to someone else and say, I can change your life, we can improve the quality of your life, we can help your family come together. It's exciting and it's motivating, and I know now even more so the value of space and feel and what it can do to someone, and we love sharing that gift with others.
Yeah, our dream build and starting this whole process for us has just done light years for my empathy to our clients, to their experience, just the respect of anybody that goes through a building process or a remodel process. The common denominator at the end is that we all are victorious. We came to the end together. We have accomplished the dream. And believe me, we went through a journey also. So again, at the end of it, it's that rest, it's that just feeling of accomplishment, and the reward is there. And then you get to partake of it, you get to live it in every single day.
I get to go on the couch and snuggle with Mama at nighttime. Under the stairs, I like to read and I like to lay down. I like to have fun. I have a pet snake now. My snake's name is Scales. I've been reading on them for a long, long time, and that's the only book I read at the library. Well, I don't know why I like them. I don't know why I like snakes.